elimination maps. But I think the most important thing is that Zekken should be empowered. He's my player to watch on this attack side because his Breach, very underwhelming, super rough performance, but his Raze should just be so much more fluid and allow him to get aggressive and get into positions where he can rely on his fragging.
Much more confident pick for him.
And the whole comp is a very Xset comp coming out from Sentinels.
Yeah.
It is a def, an A-Rin kind of composition here. It's loaded with a ton of utility. It can take map control. It's really good on the defense side too. Big clash here though in ropes.
Yep, already going to be trying to take this one, and guess what? Coverage was there. Durka takes the first shot. Chronicle had his back, even with the disengage at play. So it's left Sentinels with a player disadvantage in this 3v4 now, looking to regroup with the rest, or at least with the space that Pancada's gained ever so slightly.
Yeah, the Viper setup creates a little bit of threat, a bit of pressure over towards A Heaven.
They're reading it.
But there's already 3 players here.
Yeah.
And part of that is because Alpha's cam sees into B Heaven, and he's not worried at all.
30 seconds left.
And so Durka lines it up right down the angle. A single shot will do it to the chest. Sassy, not stand a chance. All up to Pancada with no time left to even play in this round. What can you even do in this situation? You have to try and plan A. Not likely, not when Durka's hitting shot like this. I mean, that is just disgusting.
Durka has been to around the 6th spot. It's not like he was bad, but my God, when this guy is on form, when Durka's playing his best, he's up there with, you know, the top 3 players in the world. At times, he looks like he could be the best player in the world.
What a beginning for Fnatic. It's a critical pistol round for Sentinels to just get a bit more confidence in the series, seeing if they could try and fight back after losing that first map. But now this Judge in play, this is always dangerous. Much more passive wall, but still going to get broken nevertheless, but it gives good information that players are close. Def just trying to go for the jump peek. With the right click in play. Now a nade as well pushes off that angle. Leo taking quite a bit of damage. Just trying to get out of there. Even a self-heal being used, so he'll be topped back up, I believe, to 100 health.
And a paranoia being thrown in there too, just so that Chronicle can grab a little bit more information and presence, controlling B Heaven. I think the split is entirely about map control. It's about holding on to key areas, and Boaster's got B main, Chronicle's got B Heaven currently, and there's still a lot of info that Althea is providing on the A side. So Sentinels are a little stuck. Obviously just pistols in this round too, but in these kind of rounds, Def is probably just going to be feeling out what the defense looks like. Yeah. How do they respond to different things? Where is the Cypher setup?
Nade is going to be supplementing this entire push, and they all fall down, with the exception of Tens, who's just late lurking through B main.
And those 3 kills from Chronicle to put us up to a prime game in Flawless. He's now 2 away from playing Raze for us. And while I think it's imperative to get Zekken onto a role like that, where he can have a bit more impact in the round, where he's showcased.
I believe it was Sova on split as well, at times.
Oh yeah.
Not afraid to flex over to a variety of roles, but this is the investment round now from Sentinels. They've got guns online in their hands. Got to make usage of them now.
And look how much faith they have actually in Durka to just hold on to A Heaven, sorry. So now Althea comes to reinforce. They're going to play a bit of a retake setup if Sentinels burst into the site.
Yeah.
And Althea, Durka going to be fighting both incredibly good fraggers.
This Heaven position, watched for. Flash goes all the way up top there. That is an instant trade, so Durka only going to be claiming the one. Double satchel across. Althea could be the difference maker. High ground position. Crosshair placement was not good, but he uses the cage to get back out of there. Site's going to be gained. Wall has to be used though, and Heaven wasn't really watched for there. Tens had the spike in his hands the entire time. He will get this plant down without too much problem. Still, Fnatic, they've maintained and held on to control of Heaven this entire time, and looking to re-clear now through ramp down into main. And Boaster holding this paranoia. This is a big play, ready and waiting. It's going to be ripping its way through. It's going to be attempts there. They're trying to hide through the smoke. Showstopper letting it rip over the wall though. Oh. No one watching for it, and a spray down. Reset of the aim. Def being the playmaker.
What a big triple kill from Def.
Yep.
He was hugging the very edge of the smoke. He knew that he wanted to go through it, and the timing just ended up being impeccable. I think a very big difference they're all approaching, but it lets Sentinels get a bit more comfortable.
Definitely some more hesitancy there.
Walking down mid
so
with the op.
aggressive.
Durka was doing this on Haven too.
And they're doubled up. Primed and ready for the collateral, but denied at the final moment. The high-low setup, the reaction time's just not paying off there for Durka.
The reflexes from Zekken, though, to be able to get that one, so important.
They seemed almost ready for that one, Sentinels. The way they played it, like they anticipated a push down mid. Another fight being taken, though. Chronicle, oh boy. Satchel's missing. Leo just tries to bail him out, but he does pay with it. With his life in the process, now backing away.
That wall, it has a little gap for Chronicle to hide in. And he's able to get up on top of it too.
Yeah.
So I thought Chronicle was just left out to dry, and instead, Leo's given him a little safety spot. This is a weird round. Okay, so Pancada's created some pressure over on A, and that's pulled the rotate. Bostra, for maybe the first time in this series, has a bad read on where this is going.
That's all left up to Chronicle to try and deny. Wall still in the hands of Tens. He's going to be using it, slow into the back. Now the wall's up. Chronicle doesn't look to try and push them back. In fact, just pushing down into mid. A contact play from him. Plan's going to go down without too many problems, but this fight that's about to take place in main is so important. Pancada is going to meet him. Yep, face to face with Chronicle. A lot of util still to try and push them back, but that snake bite is quite nice. Means it. Not going to be anybody following up on the boombot. Now the nade across, though. Aim of the game going to be trying to delay. Boast with the paranoia. Goes too wide, actually. A little bit too high. Pancada's still alive in this one. And there's a crossfire setup. The re-swing. An adjustment of the aim. Finds the target. Finds the mark. Alfia swinging across. Position is known. Now onto Heaven. But Sassy reveals it still. Will lay claim to the kill with Alfia falling. That's going to be that second round on the board for Sentinels.
Full board. Sassy coming up with the goods in the post plan. Really nice stuff. That duo again. The defending champion duo of Sassy and Pancada. Sentinels now should have an opportunity to start building up a few rounds. Major pressure though with Durka. Pops the Blade Storm and they go for something really aggressive. Driving everybody into Alpha, who has a Bucky on B.
So I like this idea from Fnatic. Based on their weaker buy, obviously the need to try and force positions, but Sentinels are not wasting too much time with this one. They actually pop the Seekers off into mid. Uses it. Okay, Tens on top of the wall. Finds two. Straight away opens it up. There's going to be no danger of any cheeky kills from Alfia anymore. Still, Chronicle running onto Heaven. Is smoked off for the time being, though. Does have that Bulldog in his hands, but Sassy also watching the flank. Fast play out. Poster, he's actually managed to find some space out onto the side with this, and he tries to take the fight anyway with the Frenzy. Just not too favored. It's another day in the firing range for Pancada. Cleans it up nicely.
And gets his ultimate online. Really important that Pancada was hunting those kills towards the end, because a Viper's Pit could easily win this next round if they can get onto site. Tens, that's the second time that when he walls out into B, he's been on top of it. And obviously he gets a great punish there.
It's been quite slow by Sentinels. You're seeing really glimpses of that exit attack side calling from Def in the past when he's played on this map.
Definitely agree. Look at where the cam is as well from Alfia, though. Pancada's kind of... Pancada and Sassy have faked a bit of pressure up towards A Heaven, but Alfia knows that it's not real. And that's going to allow Durka to rotate off, and they can just leave the whole of the A site to Alfia.
Still holding it for the time being. Mid, just being contained. Deep flash there into ropes. A familiar play to what Sentinels were trying to do on Haven quite a bit. They throw a bit of util out and just contact up, but this wall is going to be causing problems now.
That gives Sentinels a ton of space, though.
How do they want to play around this? Just waiting. It's Tens holding solo! You gotta be joking! The spacing there just not quite good enough, and Fnatic, they crumble.
This is a save round at this point. The only thing Fnatic are hoping for is that maybe Pancada gets panicked and uses his ult for no reason. This round is over. And all down to Tens.
Being the playmaker. This guy,
on a new role.
About him, man. Yep, new role. And 2023 really is the year of redemption for this guy. You know, he's playing on a map where we spoke about it. Historically, his performances were never good. This map always haunted him in the past, but
yeah, he's had occasional performances where he goes nutty on Jet, but his team still looks scrappy. His raise was never that great, and there were a lot of narratives about him being poor in elimination matches and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Frankly, the guy just has a microscope on him because of the size of the audience that he commands.
I mean, the guy set the standards for star-level performances in 2021.
Yeah. But I like what he's doing there, and I also think that was a bit ill-advised from Fnatic to be challenging this super heavily. It's not a great one-way. We've seen teams run it before. I think Yampi on Astra was somebody that I could remember doing it.
The weaker buy, half armor across the board as well, so not the most ideal of situations, but we'll see if the adjustments come through, like you were saying, Josh. Maybe a bit slower play from Fnatic, but already a tempo shift.
Sassy has been using this dog, though, every time. So this doesn't feel any different for Fnatic, up until they all burst out this smoke.
Which is right now. You're going to see the double satchel play over the top. Oh, what is that? Absolutely unbelievable. And the crossfire setup, Alfia ready to bail it out just as Sentinels try and collapse into the site. Space being gained, Pangata does hold, but still, no one's dealing with Alfia. Yeah! Tucker! He just walks into the smoke like ships in the night, but this time Dev was aware of it.
And that might have given an opportunity for the two Smokes players on Sentinels to clutch. The spike, though, is in such a horrible position. And a triple crossfire, the camera's still up. Everything is stacked against Sentinels. But they have a hope.
Hope and dream. Still, the cam is going to spot them out. See that warbang angle? That's just off the cam. Spots the player, pings it out, and you warbang him through the box there.
Boaster took a bit of damage back.
That exchange of fire. 28 seconds left. How do you find an isolator fight here? Fnatic, so favored. Slide off angle by Leo. Does he not spot him into the corner? He does, but good movement from Leo. The wider swing, Pancata wasn't ready for it, and Alfia, what a cleanup from that guy. I mean, firstly, let's just adjust. I mean, I don't know, we got to talk about that first shot from Durka. Show me a replay or something, because that was, I mean, I was speechless. I'm speechless.
That really is superb. And he knows where Zekken is going, so there's a bit of anticipation in that as well. It's not just pure tracking. He knows that he's trying to land on that high ground, but it's still such a gorgeous shot. And Durka and Alfia just playing off each other perfectly. That's the thing in and out. That is the first time that ace, but Alfia was trying to get back into the side through elbow, and they didn't quite know what was going on. I'm not sure Sentinels are going to go for heavy hits, but I do think they could still follow this dog and try and control A. The camera again in a really nice spot from Alfia.
Opting into that mid-control, though, from Fnatic, with the operator in the hands of Durka. This time they fight it. Still Pancata. They get that deep position. Does he know the cam's there? Oh, the left-hand approach! Wow, okay.
What?
I mean, just should never have been favored in that fight yet. Comes out relatively unscathed. I mean, dropped to 27 health, but the kill claimed, and that's the important part.
And since the timeout, all of these first fights have been going the way of Fnatic. Good information here too. Leo's walled off B main, so they're not too worried about that. They can put a lot of focus towards B heaven. I'm not exactly sure though why Chronicle is leaving right now. Okay, now he returns.
Yeah.
Just in time, I think.
Play being set up though. Fnatic, massive advantage with this one, and a contact play. Zekken just tries to take the angle. Paranoia and a nade to push them back. Wall not even close to fading here.
30 seconds left.
Interesting angle that Tens is looking for. A clean shot into this one. Jump peek by Chronicle. We've got a lot of information now. Time running so damn low. Only 18 seconds left in the round. What a flick from Sassy. Does he anticipate the second player up top though? Drop down. That's Boaster close. And fight still being won out. It's down to Tens. Spike has to be picked up. And the pressure is on. Isolates one more fight.
Whoa.
What is that?
He's just got
spare.
time.
Yeah, he does indeed. Durka solo though. Rotating around. The heal's going to be used. Back up. Healthy. Still in that 1v1. Isolating the angle, and Durka is just waiting it out. Locking down the angle on top of the box with that operator. Has the dash. Waiting to see what he can do. Slowly creeping and crawling down the ropes, not making any noise. And it's just going to be a game of reactions. Who spots who first? Barrel sticks out, and Tens delivers. The final blow for the Red Bull clutch.
Running away with this on the attack side.
Fast showstopper play right up close. And these fast plays, when you throw them in, just how slow the attack side rounds are being played. Of course they're going to be capitalizing. Of course they're going to be coming up with the goods.
Durka needs something here. He might get all. Oh, I thought he was going to get both of them. They almost lined up, but the trade is there from Sassy.
Yep.
Safe again, not even a point of damage. And now Fnatic are really stuck. 3v4, and like I said, Split is about map control. Well, they have no idea if someone is into ropes. They still have this cam from Alpha, yeah? And I think the desk was talking about it. The Sentinels are not putting a premium on breaking this stuff. They didn't break the Killjoy utility. They're not breaking the Cypher utility either, but they are still finding a way around it. I heckin' love that guy.
Yep, just blessed of his POV in the moment there. Trip's going to be broken though, Alpha yet. His job now to try and hold this down. The Cam's quite good at spotting out a bit of that angle. Tries to go for the spray down there with a stinger, but now just backing away actually, opting into the save. Not even willing to try and play into this one. If Alpha can claim a rifle, it's going to be not too bad for them, but still. Another round on the board, piles up. And committing the pit is actually...
That is a big W for Fnatic. Do you remember what I said a couple of rounds ago? Yeah. Where Fnatic were going for a save, and I said, the best they can hope for is Pancada gets scared and just uses his ult. Well, it happened here. A 4v3, it's not a bad time to use the ult. And of course, he can't know that Fnatic are going for a save. But they're going to be a bit frustrated about that. Yeah. Nevertheless, it's a round on the board. They're still going to have an economy advantage heading into the next, into round 10. And Sentinels with 6 on the attack side is looking superb. Brent, I feel like Split is becoming an attack-sided map from what we've watched in Lock-In so far. It feels like teams are really being able to get a read on how to create ramp pressure, which I suppose would be only fitting.
Really slow orb from Leo. That's just a bit of conditioning. Dirk has been opping that angle just from that, so making sure that they keep adding these layers into the early rounds.
It might have slipped there for just a moment. We're back in the game though, don't worry about it. Minute 10, and thankfully nothing happened.
Yep.
Just a bit of slow mid control, and Sassy coming around the corner, just contacting in.
Yep, and that kill is quite far out in the open there. We'll see what can be done. Leo does have a res available, but already that pressure's being applied to him and starting to squeeze him. Nade rebounded off the side, sets him up again, tens an easy kill. Especially when his target is rotating this way, that way. Alfia has to be the difference maker, and what a shot to find. The crossfire setup, Boaster quick to respond again in kind, holding that crossfire setup. And cool, calm, and collected. That is the name of the game. Oh, Alfia as the anchor.
Alfia is anchoring. And the cages are working, the trips are working, the positions he's playing are off his teammates. And just relying on that ability to take dual setups as well that they're going for. Alfia obviously was a Sentinel main before he started playing Duelist for Fnatic. So he's really comfortable in this spot. And I gotta be honest, Brent, my eyes are still over towards Zekken. I'm waiting for that big moment where he showcases the skills that we've seen from him in the past. Can he crack this open in A heaven with Sassy?
Pressure now on Durka. High ground angle, watch for. No, drops down onto the side, and it's just a contact play. Sentinels moving all the way through. Fight has to be taken here. And one out. It's Durka taking out Pancada. Chronicle as well, just making sure to try and cover that angle, but there was an instant trade.
It's so strange though. Durka just controls the main entrance into A. The spike is not in there. Zekken's walking into spawn. Things are getting chaotic. This is going to come down to individual decision making.
With 40 seconds left in the round. Individual moments. Going to be forced out of Sentinels. They're going to have to shine, but Spike's still in the hands of Tens.
30 seconds left.
What little time they did have is starting to burn away. Res in play actually with the orb. Let's see if there was any punish there. No, Durka was holding inside the smoke, seeing if he could catch an angle, but now time is running really low. Jumping through into the smoke, Durka waits it out. Patient enough, snakebite across, rips through, and it's down to just death. Spike nowhere near him. Unable to make a play in this moment, so Fnatic grabbing that round on the board.
A really important one for Fnatic too, because this starts to bolster their defense side. They've won the pistol, and then 3 out of the next 9. It's not been as they can right here. Durka with an operator looks to take an early peek. He knows that Sassy's been dogging it every time.
We'll see what happens here. It's early fight. So important. Seekers forces out the first shot, has to back away, including the dog. Removes all that util. Not going to be clearing the way for them. Boombot and a nade. The double satchel play this time. A different pathing, yet Boaster still nails the shot. One after another. Nasty stuff from Boaster. And the reposition from Durka. Trying to catch one of these players unaware. Pancada, though, offsets it with his own movement. He's going to be favored into that fight. So, Spike now starting to go down. But lifting that 2v4. Fnatic looks primed and ready for them to just make it a nice, even score line. Nade into the corner. It's going to be pushing them away. Dropping down. A flick of the wrist from TenZ. Not able to find it. Satchel up top. One more kill found. Pancada. The pressure is on. And it's just unable to finalize it, to put it away, put it to bed. Fnatic, they claim the round. They're going to be making it 6-6.
Big performance from Fnatic to get back into this one. Join us dead level at the half. The next half is going to be everything for
see. A lot of players of Fnatic just grouped up. Double duelist play. The Excels are just fast bursts into the side. A bit of a jumping from TenZ. Not sure if he saw them there. Smoke going to be placed now up into heaven. Paranoia also primed. There's a dash forwards, but that wall, it's
nice
interesting.
Wall.
Yeah, blocks them off. Removes one of the available positions that they could have just been swinging from. But the counter wall play. What a play to make and what a call in the moment. Still, Fnatic overwhelming them. And Sentinels just did not look ready for that one.
2 players left alive, Zekken and Sassy. Can they make it work here? They're in great positions to deny the plant, and the pressure is actually on Fnatic.
Yeah.
But Zekken's just so out in the open. And his crosshair placement, there's no way he knows where anyone's coming from.
Yep, no one holding that angle, so Chronicle just contact pushing all the way up. Now left into that 1v3. Spike should be able to go down without too many problems, but
there's one of the walls.
It's Fnatic just waiting right now for the walls to fade away so that the rest of the team can help them out and get that clean plan off. There you go.
Fnatic with this pistol round are going to be starting some serious momentum unless Sassy can work a miracle. But I think it's just far too much. He'd have to hit outrageous shots, and Alfia is equal to it. I feel like this is a rough... The coordination and the game plan just helping all of the Fnatic players stay on
them in towards mid, but Fnatic, a great opener there, claiming that pistol round. You can see this in that. Going to be that dash engage, updraft up over the top, so Durka looking to try and create some space, but Sentinels are not wasting any time, already making sure that they can fight them. Going to be a swing attempt now through into main, jiggle of the movement there, but both are not really being baited out too much, and a shot to the chest will do it just from the Marshal in that moment, cleaning up these players one after another, working towards building those ultimates.
I want to talk a little bit about how these compositions are going to be our first test, and Sentinels. They've got to come out on top here if they want a chance at continuing in this bracket. This was their map pick.
This is the one they have to win out, but Fnatic would love to close this out in 2. Early obstacle for them in the entirety of Lock-in, and we've talked about the hopes and dreams of this Fnatic squad, this Fnatic team, including Boaster. This guy who's just had his eyes on a trophy for so long.
That is a really nice timing on the wall from TenZ. Like I said, Fnatic want to burst through the choke points, and they were just starting to group up on A. I think they actually could do the same thing again, though. All get close, Leo walls up, and then they explode off the back of that. Yep. We'll see what choice they end up making.
Looks like that's the plan. Not making any noise. Oh.
If they do go for that, look how much pressure that's going to put on Sassy.
And spotted out. Here's the wall go up. Sassy has to back away from this one. Quick dash up there onto Flowers, and Durka nails the shots.
I think Durka was the only person on the wall. He had to win that.
When it he does. Side's going to be claimed now for Fnatic. What an opener for them. Sentinels left grasping in this one. How do you try and salvage this situation? Do have positioning onto A ramp. You've got to clear through all this utility. Screens also is there for them. And look at Alpha. Great position for him. Ducking underneath this one. Trip is very nice. Wow. And Alpha just has the precise positioning. Zekken just cannot catch a break right now. And layers on layers That crosshair placement, just amazing for this. And Sentinels forced to save. You just have to back away. You need to keep the rifles moving into the next one, but steadily, feels like this map in this series might just be falling away, crumbling beneath them.
Fnatic winning the bonus round is massive for them. They're going to have a ballooning economy. Sentinels are put up against the ropes here. And their defensive game plan fell apart because Fnatic have the ability to get up, over, and around that wall.
Finding a way around it.
And a lot of the time, that is going to mean that Sentinels need to give space. When Fnatic invest really heavily, they need to walk backwards and absorb some of that aggression. Alfie is looking to absorb aggression over at A main right now.
Oh, trying to take the fight there, Sassy. A wider swing, but just a weapon not good enough for it. Sheriff in play, and that's an instant answer. Look at this from Fnatic.
A good mid-round call.
Yeah, players swarming that position. Neural Theft going to be giving great information as well. On top of this, and while Zekin tries to reposition, he's just caught out in the open.
That's actually Alfie's ultimate, giving them that kill.
TenZ might try and make a play though. Trying to go for that crouch jump onto the corner. Definitely impossible in some circumstances, but the weaponry is just so poor right now for Sentinels.
Yeah, and Def and Pancada need to save here, or they need to save at least one of the rifles. Pancada actually can buy into the next. So maybe he's just trying to keep the Fnatic economy under wraps, but Fnatic are going to be looking to buy for a long time yet.
Yeah, this is them.
You can't do too much damage.
I mean, sailing away with the game. The map and the game. You nailed the jump peek then, TenZ, but tries to go for a cheeky little peek there, maybe rip a head off. But
Leo might die. Oh no, he just gets away, safe in his corner. And that is not even a set plan from Fnatic.
Adjustment made though, Sentinels. It's gonna be the Satchels working their way forwards. Fnatic trying to gain control of this. Slow orb at the feet. The player's in a choke point. This wall is so interesting. What a...
Spike down A.
I got the spike.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Satchel out.
One enemy remaining.
Let's keep it going.
Here. Shadows traveling. Blinding. Shadows traveling.
Can't use that yet.
Flawless.
That should work. Should I play some stars in this reality? Right.
now as well. Apologies for that one. Pancada left into that 1v3. Has to find his kill onto Durka. Low enough. Single bullet might have done it. But he's just so alone right now. And he's being surrounded on every single side. The time pressure just too much. And a heartbreaking moment for Pancada, forced to just back away from the fight. Not a chance in hell, and it leaves no room for error now for Sentinels. With this, Fnatic claiming that 12th round on the board for them. Map and series point within their grasp.
So many chances to convert this to make that dream a reality.
Get out of my way.
Early slow orb, need to try and push back the angle. That's that pressure being applied. Even the ultimate there into the back of the side. That's going to be clearing this one, and Boaster sticks it. Paranoia, does he want to open himself up a little bit too wide? Def should punish that indeed. He does. Showstop around the corner. And the swings are there. Good trades in action. But the pressure is more than on right now. Fnatic, they make it nice and even. 3v3. Boombot destroyed. Another nade sailed right past them. And the wall just intersecting, causing all sorts of troubles. And to the back of it, Tens was just so unaware of this, and a res online. And this is shambolic. Sentinels left in a 2v4, all on Sassy and Zekken. Flash ready. We'll find one of the targets, gets them into the site, but a crossfire and a massive play needs to be made. Showstopper's back, round the corner, Zekken claims 2. The beam down from Sassy, and it's all down to Leo. What a miracle play, what a miracle performance, but Leo, he might just end it. Left down to the 1v1 Zekken, he has to kill him and he won't do it.